You ever look at a student and just think, I just don't get them? Well, today, we're going to try and crack that code. We are going way beyond those simple labels to find the real why, the thing that's actually driving their every move.
All right, let's dive in. Think about a student's behavior like it's a puzzle. You can see the finished picture, right? But the individual pieces, the reasons they do what they do, well, those are usually hidden.
Okay, so consider this scenario. You've got two kids in your class. On the surface, they look almost identical. They're both quiet, they both kind of keep to themselves. But are they really the same on the inside?
And this, right here, is the heart of the puzzle. See, one kid's quietness might be coming from a deep need for tranquility. They just want a peaceful, calm space. But the other one, their quiet could be driven by this intense, inward-focused curiosity. They're just lost in their own world of ideas. The behavior looks exactly the same, but the motivation, totally different.
So to solve this puzzle, we have to look past that surface-level personality stuff. The real key isn't what they do, it's why they do it. And that is the massive difference between personality and motivation.
Personality, it's really just the tip of the iceberg. It's the what you see, like a student being quiet. But motivation? That's everything happening below the surface. A tool like the Reiss School Motivation Profile, or RSMP, is actually designed to reveal that hidden why. And let's build on that for a second. Personality describes how a child expresses themselves. Are they an introvert or an extrovert? But the RSMP, it goes so much deeper. It explains why they express themselves in that particular way. So it's not just about the action. It's about the core reason that's driving it.
And really, what this all comes down to is moving from just watching to actually doing something. A personality test gives you these broad, general insights, but the RSMP, that gives you a strategic roadmap, specific, actionable ways to help a student get where they need to go.
So how does finding this why really give us a richer, more complete picture of a student? Let's take a look at another super common example. Think about that kid. We all know them. The natural leader in every single group project. The one who always steps up and takes charge. What's actually driving them? Because just calling them a leader barely even scratches the surface.
That leader could be motivated by power, a genuine, in-their-bones desire to be in control. Or it could be status. They just crave the recognition that comes with being the one in charge. Or maybe it's idealism. Maybe they truly, deeply want to help the group do its best work. And knowing which one of those it is, that changes your entire approach.
There's this quote from our source material that just absolutely nails it. Personality often just shows the emotion of the moment, right? It's the outward thing. The RSMP, on the other hand, it explains that deep underlying motivation that consistently drives their behavior over the long haul.
Okay, so this is all really fascinating stuff. But here's the most important part. How do you take these insights and turn them into action that actually makes a difference in a student's life?
This is where the rubber meets the road. When you know a student's core motivator, you can finally stop guessing. You can intentionally design their environment, everything from their homework assignments to how you talk to them, to line up perfectly with what truly drives them.
And really, it just boils down to a pretty simple two-step process. First, you've got to identify that core motivator. And second, you build a strategy that works with that motivation instead of fighting against it.
So, for instance, a student who is driven by order is going to thrive with clear rules, with schedules, with structure. But a student driven by curiosity, they need those open-ended projects where they can really explore. And the one who's motivated by social contact, well, you can bet they're going to shine in collaborative group work.
But what makes a tool like the RSMP so effective isn't just the what or the how, it's also the who, as in who is it actually designed for in the first place?
So many of the assessments out there were originally made for adults, in corporate settings, and then they were kind of retrofitted for schools. The RSMP is totally different. It was built from the ground up, specifically for students, using language and situations that actually make sense in their world. And this student-first approach, it creates this incredible support system. It becomes so much more than just a test result. It's like a common language, a shared roadmap for parents, teachers, and the school itself, basically for everyone who's invested in that student's success. Think about it. Parents can use these insights to support their kids' unique learning style at home. Teachers can create classroom strategies that actually motivate way more of their students. And schools, they can use this data to develop truly personalized education programs. Suddenly, everyone is on the same team, working from the same playbook,
all because they understand the student's core why.
So I'll leave you with this. The next time you're puzzled by a student's behavior, I want you to ask a different question. Go beyond what are they doing and start asking why. What's the core motivation that's driving the student in your life? Because finding that answer, well, that can change absolutely everything.